business degree in accountancy. He will commission in the Army on active duty and will serve as an adjutant general officer with the branch detail of field artillery. His parents, Roy and Sue Young, will pin on Lieutenant Young's gold bars. Lieutenants, please rise. Lieutenants, please be seated. Here is the current Commanding General of the Joint Munitions and Lethality Life Cycle Command and Joint Munitions Command. Brigadier General Richard Dix graduated from South Carolina State University's Army ROTC program as a distinguished military graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Marketing in 1987. He later graduated from the Command and General Staff College at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, where he also received a Master of Arts in Procurement and Acquisition Management from Webster University. His dedicated and illustrious career has spanned over 4 decades while serving as a leader at every level. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor and a privilege to welcome our guest speaker, Brigadier General Richard B. Dix.
Well, first of all, let me tell the parents, you guys made it look easy. That was one of the best pinning ceremonies I've ever seen. And sir, I am honored to watch you pin your grandson. Great job all the way around. Now, first of all, let me wish the mothers a happy Mother's Day. Lieutenants, none of us would be here without our moms. So we owe them a debt of gratitude and make sure that you thank each and every one of them after the ceremony. Is that clear? Second, to the United States veterans that are present, would you please stand? Anybody from the Vietnam era? Keep standing, veterans. If you served from 1955 to 1975, can you please raise your hand? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're celebrating and commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. Back when these men served, they didn't get thank yous when they came home. And I want each and every one of you to see Captain Betty Thompson. Please stand. See this young man before we leave. We got a packet, a certificate, a lapel pin, and a decal honoring the men and women that served during the Vietnam era. Now, no one said thank you when you came home, but a grateful nation takes its time sometimes to get it right. And on behalf of the grateful nation, I want to thank each and every one of you for your service, and those who could not make this ceremony this evening. Lieutenants, we stand on the shoulders of those who have come before us. Much given, much will be asked. And I want to know one thing, are you up to the challenge? Can I get a who? Oh, Lord. Let's try that one more time. I know we're nervous. I know it's a great day. The only thing standing between me or you and the Silver Dollar ceremony is me and my 2.5-minute speech. That I've been given permission to stretch out to 2.5 hours if you guys don't comply with it. So once again, I'm going to ask you, are you Are you up to the challenge? All right, I think we're ready to go. Absolutely. I want to recognize the family that came out, because without you, none of this would be possible. I want to thank the president, the board of trustees, any elected officials that are in attendance, and more importantly, the parents, who it's got to be one of the proudest days, because I can remember back 30 years ago when my mom and dad stood on the stage in South Carolina State and promoted me to second lieutenant. And 30 years later, look at me now. So always do what's right when nobody's looking, and always dare to dream to reach for the stars, and trust me, everything is possible. You're joining a membership of less than 1% of the American population that serves this great nation. That is an awesome responsibility. Don't take it lightly, and give it everything that you got. Now, a lot of my speech was already covered, so I'm going to deviate from the speech just a little bit. The challenge that I'm going to lay before you is to know your craft, take care of your people, remember where you came from, and never return home the same way that you left. Continue to grow and learn all the time. Put God first, and all things are possible. Keep your faith in the darkest moments and the darkest of times, and all things will be possible. Take care of your families. Maintain balance that you will have, because this is a demanding profession. You've got to be able to balance work, life, and your family while taking care of America's greatest treasure, our sons and daughters. Parents just like yours are sitting somewhere in the country as students are graduating from basic or AIT. You will meet them in less than a year. They'll look up to you and they'll call you sir, or they'll call you ma'am. They'll call you lieutenant, LT, or butler. LT is the greatest honor and the greatest rank that you can ever earn in the United States Army. Because that is the rank that everybody knows that you are the true professional, and you know everything about your craft, and you get the chance to lead and touch and make a difference on a daily basis. So I'm going to ask you to give everything that you got, every day, every waking moment. And between now and when you attend your OBC, make sure you stay physically fit and spiritually fit, and get ready for the ride of your life. Because you'll be sitting here on today. 30 years from now, in the blink of an eye, your career will be coming to an end. And you may be wearing stars one day, like me. And talking to the next generation of Army leaders that are going to lead us into the future. So it's an awesome responsibility. It's one that I know each and every one of you are up to the challenge. When you graduate and enter active duty or National Guard service, don't forget those that you left behind. Stand up, juniors and sophomores, cadets, stand up. Take a look behind you. There's your legacy right there, standing right there. Do not leave them behind. Always come back to this campus and give back and pay it forward, so that they may one day be you and have the opportunity to lead and be a part of the greatest team the world has ever seen, the United States Army. So, Chaplain, you gotta forgive me for this, but I just have to. Go Army, beat Navy. No, it's all
It
one
happens
thing.
every 12 or 14 years.
Good one, Chaplain. Good one. Good one. Take seats, cadets. But the one thing that I want to leave you with is that you will rise and you will face the upcoming challenges that await you. You will rise to important places of leadership. But more importantly, you will make your families proud while you're rising. If you remember that you can't let them down, there's nothing that you won't be able to accomplish. And when you do accomplish many things in the future, I want you to remember this one quote from General Colin Powell. The most important thing I learned is that soldiers watch what their leaders do. You can give them classes, you can lecture them forever, but it's your personal example that they will follow. It's your personal example that they will follow. And when you see them years later, they'll remember, that's my LT right there. He was my opportunity. That's the greatest compliment you will ever be paid. Trust me, it's coming. As you enter into the service of our country, during a time of conflict, you stand apart as a symbol and a testament of courage and selfless service of Americans that make America exceptional, and leaders among our nations are sitting right here on this front row, ladies and gentlemen. To the rest of the Leatherneck Battalion, continue to rise up to meet the challenges facing you. Because I say to you, next. And always remember, some will, some won't. Some do, some don't. Next. It's hard, but it's fair, sad, but it's true. Not everybody can do what the Leatherneck Battalion can do. Cool? Ladies and gentlemen, it has been my honor and my pleasure to attend this ceremony at this great campus. Sir, this beautiful country down here. And I want to thank you guys for welcoming a Georgia boy in amongst the Leathernecks. And I'm grateful to be here. Congratulations once again. Cool.
Brigadier General Dix will now present the distinguished military graduate with a certificate from the Reserve Officer Training Corps. This award is given to those who display outstanding qualities of leadership, high moral character, noteworthy academic achievement, and exceptional aptitude for military service while being assessed in the top 10% of the nation's ROTC programs. This year's awardee is Cadet Sarah Donnelly. Following the conclusion of this ceremony will be the Silver Dollar Salute. The first salute of a newly commissioned officer involving the Silver Dollar is a time-honored tradition dating back to Revolutionary times. It symbolically represents the respect due to the lieutenant's newly earned rank and position. The coin represents more than a dollar in currency. To every new officer, it has special meaning. It signifies the new officer's deep sense of gratitude for the knowledge and experience that enlisted soldiers, especially non-commissioned officers, have passed on to them during training. After the formal commissioning ceremony, please join us and witness our new lieutenants receive their first salute in the Baton Lounge, just one floor below. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the Army song at the departure of the official party. You can follow along to the lyrics located in the back of the program.
Count the true, who will fought to victory. Gotcha. Glad you memorized that now.